What if I told you that before the market opened this morning, I already knew, within a point or two, exactly how far the ES futures were going to travel today? Not a guess, not a feeling, a calculation. George Douglas Taylor figured this out decades ago. He wrote it all down in a book called The Book Method, one of the most important and most difficult to read trading books ever written. Another trader, George Angel, took Taylor's formulas and refined them specifically for day trading. I've taken those calculations and built them into a spreadsheet, the Taylor Trading Calculator, available right now at timelessdollar.com. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how it worked on a live trading day, June 22nd, 2026. Before we get into the numbers, let me give you a little context, because understanding who developed this method makes the results even more impressive. George Douglas Taylor was a commodity trader who spent years studying price movement. He noticed that markets don't move randomly. They move in rhythmic cycles. Buy days, sell short days. Over and over, he developed a set of formulas to calculate where prices were likely to trade on any given day based on recent price history. He published his findings in a book called The Book Method. Here's the honest truth. The book is extremely difficult to read. Taylor wrote in a style that's dense, indirect, and sometimes almost coded. Most traders who pick it up put it back down. That's where George Angel comes in. Angel studied Taylor's work and translated those formulas into a practical framework that day traders could actually use. And that's what I've built on. The Taylor Trading Calculator at timelessdollar.com takes Angel's refinements of Taylor's work, the calculations that would take you a significant amount of time to work through manually every night, and automates them in a clear, easy-to-use spreadsheet. You enter the data, the calculator does the math. And before the market opens the next morning, you know your targets. Let me show you what the Taylor Trading Calculator produced for Monday, June 22nd, 2026. Thursday's data for June 18th is in row 730. The calculator uses that data to project the following trading day. That's how Taylor's method works. You're always calculating tomorrow based on today's price action. Look at cell AW 730. That's our resistance level for 6/22/2026, 75.79. Now look at cell AX 730. That's our support level, 75.18. Subtract those two numbers, 75.79 minus 75.18, that's 61 points. That was the predicted trading range for the ES futures on June 22nd, calculated the night before a single trade had been placed. Now, let's go look at what actually happened. Here's the ES futures chart for June 22nd. Regular trading hours, 3-minute candles. The first thing I want you to notice is this green shaded area. That's the Taylor trading zone, the area between our predicted support at 75.18 and our predicted resistance at 75.79. Now, look at what happens in the first hour of trading. From 9:30 to about 10:30, the market opens and immediately runs to the upside, right up into that resistance zone and beyond it. In my videos on YouTube, I teach traders a key technique. Transpose the trading range to the high or low of the first hour. So what does that mean? If the market establishes its high early in that first hour, you take the predicted 61-point range and measure it downward, transpose it downward. From that high, that gives you the likely low for the day. That's exactly what we did here. Look at where prices traded down to, right into the 75.18, 75.20 area. The lower solid black line you see on this chart marks that level exactly. The actual range for the day, 61 points, just as predicted. I want you to sit with that for a moment. The night before this trading session, the Taylor Trading Calculator produced a range of 61 points. The market, with all its chaos and news flow and algorithmic activity, delivered almost exactly 61 points, from a high right at the predicted resistance to a low right at the predicted support. This is the power of George Douglas Taylor's method. Now, I want to be clear about something important. The Taylor Trading Calculator is a planning tool, not a trade signal generator. It tells you where the market is likely to go. It's your job as a trader to manage your entries, your stops, and your risk. Here's how I apply it in practice and what I teach in my course at the Timeless Dollar Trading Academy. Step 1, run the calculator the night before. After the regular trading session closes, enter the day's open, high, low, and closing price into the spreadsheet. The calculator automatically projects resistance and support for the following day. Mark your levels before the open. Draw lines on your chart at the predicted resistance and support. I like to draw the range as a rectangle. You want to see those levels before the prices open and the price starts moving. Step 3. Watch the first hour. The opening hour is critical. I've been teaching this for years. The market often establishes either its high or low in that first 60 minutes. Once you see which one it's likely to be, you apply the transposition technique. You measure the predicted range from that extreme to find the other end of the day. Step 4, trade with the range, not against it. If price runs into the resistance early, that's not a buy signal. That's a potential short setup. If price drops to support early, that's not a sell. That's where buyers may step in. The Taylor method helps you align with the direction of the day's likely move. And that's what separates disciplined, prepared traders from traders who are just reacting to noise. The Taylor Trading Calculator is available right now at timelessdollar.com. When you purchase the calculator, you get the S&P E-mini futures, the NASDAQ futures, the Dow Jones, and the Nifty 50 for all our international traders as well. All 4 instruments, one spreadsheet, one purchase. You also get access to my library of tutorial videos showing you exactly how to enter the data, how to read the outputs, and how to apply the transposition technique. I show you today what you saw today, a 61-point range predicted the night before, confirmed almost to the tick. That's not a one-day fluke. This method works because it's grounded in the mathematical structure of how markets move, just as Taylor discovered and Angel refined. If you're serious about day trading the ES, NQ, YM, or Nifty, stop guessing, stop reacting, start preparing. Go to timelessdollar.com, pick up the Taylor Trading Calculator, and come back tomorrow with levels already marked on your chart before the opening bell. That's how professionals trade, and that's what I want for you. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I publish trading education content regularly, focused on market interpretation, patience, discipline, and practical tools, like this one. Drop any questions in the comments below. I read them and I respond. The link to the Taylor Calculator is in the description, right below. I'm Marv Eisen of Timeless Dollar Trading Academy. Remember to trade safe, use lots of patience, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.